just want to say goodbye. We're leaving Banff, and I'll have Joanne give us a recap if she will, but leaving Banff and trailer village, trailer court, full service sites, and it is absolutely a lovely campground, fantastic views. I loved it.
So that you're not caught unaware. There are several different villages, and I think this one, from the ones that we've only seen it, what, 3 different campground areas?
I think there are only 3 as far as I know. There's this one, there's one on each side.
And they're also RV accessible. This one is more traditional with a kind of a loop design. We had a site entirely to ourselves. There are also buddy sites that are intermixed in there where you get half of the site and someone else is on the other half of the site. So when you're looking at those sites, make sure you know if you're getting a complete site or a buddy site. And I think that would really be dependent on the length that you're looking for. Buddy sites aren't bad, but you're going to be paired up with someone else. You may or may not know them. If you're traveling with a group, you probably know them, but
it's a high turnover place too.
It is.
Somebody coming every day, somebody new.
Now the Trailer Village 1 and then Trailer Village 2, those are, you're almost like parallel parking your RV on a road, and then you have a grassy area adjacent to it. So I thought it was okay. We would stay there. I mean, we've stayed at the Grand Canyon, and that was definitely packed in and very sparse. And but I just felt like we had more space and green space, and I kind of felt like we had better views over here.
We reserved very early, first day, and so we definitely picked out that site so that we could have a view of the mountain.
Right. But the bathhouses are nice if you need those while you're here for extra people. And the proximity to Banff was excellent.
It's very good.
So, I mean, you really can't go wrong. So, you know, get whatever site works for you.
We have arrived at Whistler Campground in Jasper National Park. Driving from Banff, it was a 3-hour, 15-minute trip, and incredible. There's all kinds of great places to stop, and we just kind of busted through because we're always in a rush to get places. But we reserved this campground the first day we could, and we couldn't get. We wanted to stay here for 5 nights. We couldn't get 5 consecutive, so we're 2 on a full service side, then we have to go to an electric only site. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's definitely different than Banff. There's no trees, it's much open, but there are still mountains there and mountains here, and I'll walk around to this other side. It'll be into the wind, but I'll show you the mountains on the other side. So a really cool campground. I think we liked the full hookup. I think I like it, and yeah. So look at this. We had some rain today, and yeah, trailer is absolutely disgusting. So I'm semi-embarrassed. I kind of like to go buy a brush and wash it, but they may not take kindly to that. So anyway, it's good to be here, and no incidents. The water pump when we were leaving stopped working. So, but then the coming here must have opened up whatever blocked it, and so yep, it's all good. Peace.
This is the town of Jasper's Dog Park, which was great. The best we had on the whole trip.
We always seek out dog parks so our pups can run off lead and fetch and meet other dogs. It was also fun to meet the locals and hear their stories. It was devastating to learn of the fires and how destructive it was. It's amazing what Mother Nature can do, as I'm sure they did everything to save the town. We love Jasper, just less commercial than Banff, and easier to get around, just a better feel. Also had a good experience at the Ace Hardware. At this point, it was light all the time, and we were trying to find blackout material. They sold us a broken piece of fiberboard for almost next to nothing. Just super friendly. I'm sure they'll recover quickly, so I would definitely make plans to visit. It's a fun town and a good area. Interesting town, Jasper. Active railroad with real freight in front. We're at a visitor information center, I think, now. So beautiful. I see why people like it more than Banff. Banff is tight, a little more touristy. This is a little bit more open, and still tourist, I suppose, but it's cool. First full day in Whistler Park, RV Park in Jasper, Alberta, Canada, and we turned the heat on last night early, and it did the heater on, and it got cold. Today, or in the next few days, it's supposed to be rainy and snow, but today it's beautiful.
We are going to go do something called we're going to the Maligne Canyon and Edith Lake Loop. It is a pretty moderate loop. It doesn't look like it's overly complicated, but evidently there's some pretty views that I can see from pictures that people have posted in AllTrails.
Then turn left.
And so we're gonna go check that out, and then there are 2 to 3 other little stops we're gonna do afterwards that are just pretty much out and backs to waterfalls.
This might be our best day, right?
So, because I think this is gonna be one of our better days weather-wise.
The other car, it doesn't give a shit.
Really? Oh, it's just crazy.
Not a latte parky here. 4 cars in the parking lot, and we're on the side of the road. Some critters seem to make it. Pretty view. Give him a second, maybe he'll move. Good job, buddy. You didn't go AP. That's what you call a close encounter with the elk kind. I always forget to videotape the interesting stuff, but we just walked around that tree, multiple, like 5 trees there. We had to clear our own path. We just heard a crash.
It was this tree up here.
Where do you think it's that one versus this one? Because that was close enough to see?
That was close enough to see.
Alright, so between the elk and the falling trees, it's a very dangerous hike.
Alright, we're continuing on the Maligne Canyon to Old Fort Point, that way. And then we kind of loop our way back around to our parking area over something that has lots of bridges on it. So
Yeah, I don't know if it's a beetle kill or a fungus kill or if trees just normally die and fall over, but there's so much kindling in here that when a fire comes through, it's going to be like a Roman candle. This is a main attraction for folks. There's a big parking lot above, so you can park and just walk a little distance. How's that water? water, buddy. Like, I'm drinking. Don't bother me. Oh, that's chilly.
All right, so there's a river on the other side of these trees that is flowing from left to right as you're looking at the screen. And then there's water coming out here, that's a tributary that's coming right out from underneath our foot, probably from an aquifer in the ground.
Yeah.
And of course the squirrels are constantly torturing the dogs.
That's the first one I've seen in one. We're walking along in this relatively benign area, and somebody has picked dandelions and placed them in the center of the trail. It's been going on for what?
100 yards?
No. Meters.
Oh yeah, probably.
We're local now, so yeah, it's pretty funny. Somebody spent the time to do that.
A breadcrumb trail of dandelions. Yeah,
Oh,
you can boss these guys around all day long.
He's just happy.
Well, let's do a selfie over here. We've completed our trail hike for today, and around 10 miles, and it's a pretty good day. It's a very vast, different areas. Down here it's a lake and flat and paved, and we saw some elk down here, and then we climbed up into a forest more like at home, and then came to those waterfall section and a canyon, which was very cool. Glacier built maybe, and yeah, good day. No poop.
Well, either another poop fairy picked it up,
Yep,
or the original owner picked it up, but yeah, it was not there.
somebody or them. Yep.
So Buddy, though, we've hiked 10 miles, which I believe is around 17 kilometers. I think it's 1.7 kilometers per mile. Could be a little off. And he's still raring to go.
You like waterfalls? We do. After our hike, we traveled down the Icefields Parkway and captured a few different pull-offs and waterfalls. They're pretty incredible, easy hikes to these falls, including the Athabasca Outlet.
Setting up in the rain and cold. Doesn't get any better. That's how Canada's supposed to be, I suppose. Anyway, we're at Whistler Campground in Jasper, and we made reservations on day one that they were available, and we couldn't get 5 nights consistent, so we have to change sites, and that's what we're doing now.
All right, I'm ready to go. You're going this way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no screeching. Are you trying to get mommy and daddy killed? Hey, I am not having it.
Check out this. All set up in the new campsite, and 40H, and here they have loops by numerical. 40 is our loop, H is our site, and right next to comfort station, and they're really nice comfort stations. We've got we just came from a full service site, so we have a full tank of water, but I'll probably shower over there. See, they're pretty nice, and yeah, so we got electricity, which so I appreciate so much more than just a no service site, which usually means generator. So it's pretty cool. I don't mind being visible, which means I get to see things too, and so there's a trail behind us, and comfort station's right there. They do a pretty good job about light here. I suppose the light will be facing down there, so it's not going to be blinding. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, so we're in the new campsite, and new campsite allows fires, has a fire ring, and so this is going to be my first Canadian experience. Well, no, I guess it's the second of going to a wood pile. So pretty cool, and this one doesn't require a permit. I can just take it. So I'm gonna do that. It looks pretty good. I'll try to pull some stuff from the bottom. There was a Subaru driving around this parking lot where the wood is. It's like, what are they doing? I think they're letting their kids, underage kids, drive around in the parking lot. It's pretty funny. I actually advocate. I think it's pretty cool, actually, because it's like kids don't seem to want to drive anymore, and it's like to have a kid that's interested in driving and learning at a young age. I think that's makes it better. One of my favorite stories is when I was a kid. I was, grew up on a farm, and I was so eager to drive the tractors and stuff that my dad let me. Of course, with my dad with me, I'm sure I drove around. But my dad, at an age when I couldn't push the clutch in on the tractor, he let me get up and work a field, hoeing a field. And what he did was, I think, started the tractor in neutral, and then we jammed the gear in and just drive all morning. And then when I got done, I would just take the tractor near the house and just turn it off. And that's because I couldn't stop it. And can't believe my parents let me do that. My dad let me do that. And yeah, when he told me I could do it by myself, the next morning I literally got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and did it. Woke him up, scared him to death. So it's funny. Here's an elk. It's almost, I guess I've become accustomed or acclimatized because I can just, drive by an elk now. Seen a lot of elk. So if a bear or a moose or a ram, that would be cool. I'd like to see those, but just elk. And yesterday there was a story on the Facebook group that somebody did get attacked by an elk in Jasper. So I'm not quite sure where, but anyway, definitely need to heed the warnings. Peace. Okay.
Claudio, are you mad at mommy because she was stretching on the floor and she told you
forgiveness.
No? Oh, and we went and laid on our beds? Yes, we
On the
did.
pile of mats. It's a valley, or is it just 5 lakes? Valley of the Five Lakes hike. It's predicted to be a rainy, cold day today, and the sun's out, so we're gonna enjoy it. We left the hounds at home, give their little paws look a little bit tired, so we're gonna give them a break, and we're out for just a short 5-mile hike. Look at that water, crystal clear. Is it a marsh or a lake? We don't know. Hard to say which way the weather's coming. It's coming from there. This lake, we don't know what lake we are. Is there a label actually? There's 3? Alright, this is the second lake, and it's a little sad, and it's starting to rain. Bummer. Looks like it could be serious. Like a real rain, like not like a 5-minute spitzel. Well, we were trying to, this lake has some different colors. It has this turquoise, and then it has a brown over here. We're trying to figure out why. The only thing we can think, because there's no sky difference, is that the depth of the lake, and that perhaps closer to the rocks is causing it to be brown, where it's deeper, it's turquoise. So there you go. Come across the low section. This is nice. This center wood looks like it could have been chainsaw. 3.5 miles, and we're on another climb section. Maybe the biggest climb. Huh?
We climbed just under 400 feet so far. There's a total of about 800 feet of climbing in 5 miles.
This is only halfway of climbing?
So yeah, this is probably our other half.
That's the $5 woman. Oh, look at that. You can't cut it like it does a switchback up here.
What? Look at it.
I think we should get back further though.
Back down. So we are hiking. We were going to head up to the Christine Lake. However, right around this corner, I came upon a mama and a cub. And so we immediately turned around. The cub went up a tree. And so I think we're going to just end up turning back like 0.74 or a mile in and finding a different hike. Because I don't want to be afraid of a mama bear
Coming or going.
Because I also have my dogs, which are allowed on this trail. So we do have bear spray. The cub came back down the tree. I'm thinking about letting off my birdie, which makes a lot of noise, to see if they'll like scamper away, but I still don't know if we'll proceed.
You see anything? Well, we'll come across this thing.
I wanted to see if I can get a better picture of her, but I guess it's not
Back by the tree was probably a little bit
not
better.
worth my life, right?
Well, iPhone from here. I mean, we can get the big phone and come back.
No.
All right. Now we had a good shot of a bear, but we don't have a camera to take it.
Yeah, let me take the nut ball so you can have a steadier shot.
And we didn't have the camera to get a picture of them, which not our first priority. They were giving us the crook eye for sure. Hang on to this for a second.
Yeah, and so we had
Not this.
we retreated from them, and then we came around the corner, and they're up on the ridge with the switchback. So we're gonna scamper.
It's there for us. Sorry about the camera work there. It's a little freaky to see bears in the wild. Well, I was thinking on the way down after our close encounter that hopefully the bears don't follow us because they'd be able to like nab us here, know where to go. Anyway, they have some serious trains on this track. I think maybe this is the main route, west coast to going east. Beautiful day, all is good.
Hey, we're out here on the Pyramid Lake Loop. This is our second attempt on the hike today. We were over trying to do, I think the Christine and something or other lake. I'll have Carl link it. And we ran across some bear activity, a mama black bear and her two cubs. Maybe one of them wasn't hers, maybe they were both hers. I don't know, there were two cubs and a mama bear about a mile in on that trail. So we had to loop around and scamper down. So we diverted over here. And so far the views are really pretty. I don't think we're going to see a lot of animal activity because there's a lot of people out.
Over here. There's the tram in the distance.
Pretty boys walk like this, like this. This.
Like a baby. Just give me the both teeth over here.
No, sit. Paw. No, other paw.
Haven't hit Mabel to hit.
No, Mabel, sit. Big time, good boy.
We're up the beaver. Mabel, no, don't have to be. Mabel.